Hello, hello.
Hey.
Oh my God. Everybody.
Hey.
Can y'all hear me all right?
Yes.
We hear you.
Okay.
Fine.
I'm playing with my new toy tonight, so I was like, let me make sure it's right.
Yeah, that picture is
That picture
nice.
Correct.
Baby, I'm loving this hair. Ooh.
Thanks, baby. I did it yesterday, child.
Did you finish the baby's hair? That's what I want to know.
Yes, I finished it and it's already drawn back up.
I don't know why you let her talk you into that, because it's supposed to be storming for the next 3 days. I don't know if y'all gonna get it, but I know we about to get it.
Honey, we getting it because her hair was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this.
Which is why I believe in the slap cap of it all. Because when you throw that little satin cap on, go about your business, because that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
In the world of this hairmynetright.com. Cause child, we just gonna hold on to this straight hair for about another day or two before I go stand in the shower and just let it go.
And just let the Lord do what He do.
Let him use you.
Listen, how was y'all weekend?
Oh, child, easy.
Okay, yes, all right, man.
Who told? Nobody told me that. Like once, see, 40 was fine, 41 was fine, but 42, I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
Like all day.
That's a perpetual state. After a certain age, you just be like, you know what, I can use a nap right now.
Yeah.
And the thing that I always talk about is the fact that like this daylight saving time thing is a piece of shit.
Baby, they can have it. They can have it.
Don't nobody comments. I don't want to hear about. I feel so much better. You know, it makes me so energized. I didn't ask you.
I ain't energized for nothing.
All I want is sleep.
I need all of my hours. I need for the daylight to be where it is. I need the birds to stop damn chirping. Stop that.
It's dark at 5 o'clock. I went to let the dog out and I was like, but wait, what time is it?
Exactly. I woke up this morning like, that's not right. I laid back down.
And that's why they call those ungodly.
When my alarm is set up.
Man, I woke up before the alarm.
I did too. I do every morning. That's why this is ghetto. I don't want it.
I just was like, okay, I'm going back to sleep. And God was like, nope.
How about now?
I had to go on and spend some time with the Creator.
Right, don't get your life together because he said it was time to get up.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like this morning I was up so early. I made everybody breakfast. Yeah, I ain't done this since the quarantine started.
Oh, you was the good one of the day, girl. Cut up.
Right.
They was eating all kind of stuff this morning. I was like, you want some veggie meat? Okay, y'all want scrambled egg? I got you. What else? You want cheese on that? Okay.
You was a short this morning. You was at the. They was at the diner, Heather's.
Oh yeah,
That's what they was.
So just tell me,
they would have got waffles today too, but I said I ain't buying one. So.
Tell me when you in that mood again, so I can slide by all masked up and.
I just need a plate. That's how the fridge toast the other day was looking mighty good.
Okay. Styrofoam to go place. Don't play with me.
Right. Hey, I agree. I bring my own. Just make sure you make that French toast. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha. Anyway, y'all, look. We had to watch this reunion because we watched this.
Oh God.
Today,
we had to.
It was like a requirement. So that's what we're doing is we're doing reunion. And here's the thing, y'all. Because I was so annoyed with the entire reunion of it all. Guess what I did?
Fast forwarded?
Did not fast forward.
Fell asleep?
Did not. Try it again. Guess what else I did?
Drank a whole bottle or something?
That's every day.
Look, did you have to smoke some?
But you know, cigars. I got me a little drop of mint. I got that okay. No, what did I do, y'all? Y'all know what I did.
You made slides.
Oh Lord. You had time.
Slides today.
Slides for this show no more. I don't even make a new song for this show because that's how much I'm just over it. But I made slides because we needed a visual of the foolery. So this is where we are.
That's exactly where we are.
This is where we are. So this here we're talking about Belle Collective, as y'all know. Again, as we said, we're reviewing this. Normally we talk about the breakdown of what happened in the show, but we got specific things we're gonna talk about tonight because really first of all, I don't know how y'all got two reunion shows. Really, this could have been.
Yeah, I could have wrapped this up in one whole hour. I promise to God, I could have.
This could have been summed up in 30 minutes. In fact, 21 minutes.
I was about to say,
Did you say 21 minutes?
Not 21.
21 minutes. That's commercial. Now, 21 minutes with commercial is 30 minutes. So that's what they could have done for me, is made this just
A 30-minute reunion show.
Yeah, they could have done that and gone back their way. But they didn't want to act right. That's what we had. That's where we at. So, trying to figure out why I came. I did put the what do you call this thing? The link, just in case anybody want to come in and it really ain't nothing to talk about.
Right.
We're gonna be out of here before the hour is up.
Look at God.
All I'm saying, we're gonna be out of here before the hour's up. So I wanted to bring this up. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this full size because I wanted you guys to see. This is the a shot that I took from the reunion with all the ladies in their dresses, and we're gonna start with. I guess we'll start with Antoinette. I don't really like going right to left. I really like going left to right. But anyway, we're gonna do this. We're gonna start with Antoinette. I guess because she's supposed to be the youngest. What y'all think of her going with the ballroom / wedding gown / prom / cotillion?
I want to understand why her dress needed a separate couch.
Hey, baby, she had to spread that thing out. She had to.
Get that thing.
Y'all had to see the full glory of what she came with.
Yeah.
Real.
Baby,
Solid.
It was a lot of dress.
It was a whole lot of dress.
it was too much dress. Like,
But
is she hoping her ex-husband see her in this and want her back? Like,
I honestly think that a lot of it do what she wants her ex-husband to kind of see her. And we'll get into that little part just in a second. Let's look at Latrice's. We'll call it a dress.
oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what we called it.
All them cutouts, so she barely was covered.
Yeah.
You know, she thinks she the Beyonce of Jackson. So.
Well, there's that. What y'all think of Latrice's dress? I mean, Tifa's dress. This Zeta blue she had on.
Yeah, I need that not to be Zeta Blue.
I wanted to see her stand up in it because I couldn't get
That's
the
what I
full.
want to see. Them actually stand up so I can see everything
Yeah, I didn't get the full effect of hers.
to really, critique.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all Marie and this see-through mess. Lord.
You know what?
Well, Marie liked to be see-through, honey. So that's what we're gonna get with her.
I need
And how'd y'all think about Tambra's oyster / undulating ball?
She said oyster. She said oyster.
If I could go away with the camera, I would.
I'm
Okay.
And
Well, I was kind of feeling like, it put me in the mind frame of when people be tissue paper in the neighborhood. The tissue, and it just unravels and it just wibbles and do all of that.
okay, so here's what I thought. Have y'all ever watched like different like medical shows or whatever when they do like probes and they go through different like tissues or whatever, like, oh yes, I'm not tissues or whatever. You know, I know they have that when the camera hits those areas, tissues moving around. But that's what it reminds me of, like the inside of my body. And just pick your body part. We look at it.
I need to understand who styled these children. This is the first season of a show. Typically, first seasons of the reality shows, all of them be struggling.
Yeah.
So if ever they get another season, I feel like they probably would have stepped up their game style. Because I was looking at some old footage of Cynthia from the Real Housewives. Baby, them bags was deep. Do you understand what I'm saying? That first season, Cynthia was on the Housewives. Baby. And now you can't tell she got a bag in the first. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They were real deep. So, I don't know that this is gonna get a season two, but like if it does get a season two, I feel like they probably step their style game up because people have dragged them for filth online.
Yeah.
They have really been dragging these girls, so we shall see.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go on over here because the first thing, it opened up. We were talking in Egypt, which I did not even go to her. So let's just go ahead and find Egypt. What I do with Egypt. I don't know where Egypt is. But anyway, she, if y'all know Egypt, she pretty much is now the host for all of the reunion shows for the
Yeah.
reality shows on OWN. Egypt's been around for a minute. She's the only
Oh,
one.
that's a terrible picture. Oh, is that is never mind.
Yeah, that was a screenshot. That was just me catching her mid talk.
Talking.
Yeah, it was a screenshot. So it this is the best I could get today.
No, but have her cheekbones always been that high? That's just the only question I got.
Yeah.
Okay. I just was asking. I mean, I don't watch but a few of the
Well, I
reunions.
remember Egypt from back in the day. Because Egypt used to do some hosting. I know she was a radio personality.
I
Simple.
remember her from radio.
She was on like Homemade Simple. She was on Flipping Virgin, not Flipping Virgin.
I'm not talking about HGTV. I'm talking about like back in the day. Back in the day, I remember her from radio.
Yeah.
And then I think she might have done like MTV or VH1 or something at one point in time.
Yeah, she's been around for a minute. She was on that's why I was saying it was a show called I think Homemade Simple. She was on. She started doing all the DIY shows, so she
Mhm.
started doing some of those things. So she, like I said, she's been around for a minute. She's been around enough to know how to not be dressed in the way they dress. Anyway, um, but Egypt asked them, what's the feedback been looking like when it comes to um, you know, I guess being at home. And one of the things that this is Tambra right here. She was like, we've been getting positive feedback, and
You can't be when you do her voice.
because you have to be ready to say anything like that. Anyway, so she's like, it's been good feedback because she is now the daytime diva. And so she's really excited about it. The number one. And then Latrice, I keep saying Latrice, but it's Letitia. These loves be getting on my nerve. Letitia was like, yeah, we've been getting, positive feedback, blah, blah, blah. And they're talking about being Black entrepreneurs that are thriving in
Ooh, that word, Jesus.
in Jackson. And so just what did y'all think about them talking about the feedback? What we got on this? What we talking about? What did y'all think about that initially? What they were talking about? Okay, then we got.
Okay, wait. Okay, I'll go. Everybody was like, nope. First of all, I appreciate your banter about the entrepreneurs and strong Black women, but that's not what we got. So can we stop with that headline? Because that's not what we got. Not one show.
Nope. I would say this that overall, and I was gonna say this for the end, but we can talk about it right now. Overall, I was disappointed because I was really stoked about the season. Like this show was the reason why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start doing like review videos because I want to make sure that people like, especially, and y'all know growing up in the South ish, Tamika, that
Say I just got here.
Don't blame it on me.
look, being Southern girls, that people a lot of times will pick on us about our accent because Southern accents always are looked on as being not intelligent or being country or anything like that. Or like I remember going to Tennessee State University in
Ooh, baby.
and being in the band and talking to people from Detroit. This is why I got a problem with Antoinette, because the people from Detroit were always the ones picking on the Memphis people. Like, oh, you're from Memphis? Say stairs, say there, say hair, and stuff like that. And then we didn't know y'all wore shoes. So it was always a thing where it's like, I will kick your ass though. Like I will.
On site. Say something else.
And see, I guess because like my people are from the South, even though I grew up in Illinois, we traveled all the time. And I've always loved Southern accents.
Mhm.
Now, I will say that there are parts of the Delta where when certain people speak, I'm just like, don't do that.
Like, I mean,
there are Southern accents, and then there's diction.
Exactly. And so,
and the diction
I will say that I've always loved Southern accents. I love the Southern drawl. I love when I go to New Orleans and I listen to my family there speak. Like, I love it. And so for me, it wasn't, I didn't feel like I was greater than, or that I can approach somebody and be like, oh, you from down south? Say this. And it's something for me to laugh about. If I wanted you to say something, it's because I love the accent.
Yeah.
The rudeness we would get in Nashville was ridiculous.
Oh
my God.
Out of state.
Oh, it was terrible. We already know where you're from. You're from. Shut up.
Oh no.
I would say I'm from Memphis, and they would be like, say Memphis again. I'm like, Memphis.
Yeah, if you didn't say, who was it?
Everybody else say Memphis. I said, well, obviously you do it better than I did.
Yeah, because my kids used to get teased when they were little because people would say, y'all couldn't be from Memphis. And I'm like, I'm sorry, excuse me? But they speak so well. What they got? What?
That mean?
Say what now?
And they were just showing their ignorance by even saying something like that to you.
Right.
I cussed one lady in the grocery store out about that. Like, I'm sorry. They were born and raised here, so was I. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. So yeah, and being like, and that's what I'm saying. Being from the South, being born and raised here, pretty much living here my entire, not pretty much, but living in the South my entire life. I felt like unless you're from down this way, you're not going to give them a fair shake as far as, like we said, the drawl, even diction, all those things are concerned because it's vernacular. So
I am from deep South Mississippi, almost at the bottom.
Say that one more time.
I am from deep South Mississippi, born and raised all my life, almost at the bottom of the state. And for me, it just grates my ears. Maybe because I was a communications major, PR. So you guys can hear mine because we can hear each other's, you know. But a lot of times people can't hear mine, and I'm like, I hear it, But for it's just a personal thing. Like, it literally grates my ears to hear that, and it just goes back to my mom when we were growing up, and we would say things that, sometimes we do have lazy tongues. Everybody from anywhere can have a lazy tongue. And my mom would say, pick up your tongue. And that's what I feel like they need to do. Pick up your tongue. I can understand them now. There is not a person on that show who I do not understand. I understand everything they're saying.
I cannot understand Cliff. I'd be like,
yeah, I can understand Cliff. I understand them perfectly. But the husband in the blue dress, I mess up the laws too.
Oh, Glenn?
Yes.
Glenn. I named him.
Cannot stand his voice. Cannot stand his voice. I can take Cliff over Glenn.
Agreed. I'll give you that. Let me also say a thing about, and that's the other thing, being from a certain area, even if you drop the accent, when you get around your folks, that accent comes back.
It automatically comes back.
Like, oh, okay, y'all.
It comes back real strong.
It's funny because
you get tired, sleepy, mad.
It's funny because
goes, okay, let me just go on to the side. Let me talk to my people for a minute. Let's be people for a minute. But that's the thing. And that was the thing that I was saying, y'all. Like, I felt like, and I saw some of the people who do reviews that were like, they were hard on them as far as like accent was concerned. And I knew that was going to be a thing because unless you're from this area and just really understand, then, they're going to keep talking about them. Just like, and just like we were talking about with Marie going for her, PhD, something?
I think it's PhD.
Okay, let's go with PhD for today. And there's some words she just cannot pronounce right to save her life. And I know it has nothing to do with her intellect.
Right.
But but people are already they discounting and discrediting her. A lot of the videos that I've seen where they've done interviews with her, and if they're a live interview, it's just look at the comments, look at what they're saying about them, look at what you need to go and do this, and you got to get that. And I'm like, the only way that they can get a fair shake at a good, review, other than the mess, just if they're gonna just talk about them as individuals, is that somebody from this area can look
Interviews them.
and be objective and see the other things about them. Like, I don't like the cattiness, I don't like the messiness, but because they from the South, they like my folks. So don't talk about my folks. I can talk about my folks, but you can't talk about my folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we family. It's just like if y'all D9. If you D9, I don't care if you're a Zeta or not, but you D9. Don't talk about D9 unless you D9. So, that's how we do it. I'm very much these my folks, leave them alone, or I'm gonna be together. So
Yeah.
that's where I am when it comes to that. If let's just go real quickly, because y'all know I'm gonna spend my whole life on this today.
No, we're not.
So Antoinette was the first one that was asked, like, some real, they did the little what they call it, a montage on her. And she's talking about the culture shock being from Detroit. The one thing that I really want Antoinette to stop talking about is culture shock being from Detroit, because she's been down here
long enough,
a long time, since college.
Yeah, so if you came down, I think she came down in high school. So at that point,
she came from Michigan to go to school to Jackson State. And that's where she entered, the medical program, and then started doing the dental program at Jackson State, and then went to dental school from there.
So if she's been down here long enough to go to undergrad, to postgraduate,
Jackson State, and that's where she entered, the medical program, and then started doing the dental. Okay. And from my understanding, she and Latrice, I think they met in college, so they've been friends since they were in college, because she and Latrice were in school at the same time.
Okay. So you got somebody that's, again, she's 31, so she spent most of basically all of her adult life here in the South. So at some point, I want her to get over the culture shock, because she's still here. So obviously,
right,
she likes it or something.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So they were talking about, getting. Of course, she got her dental practice up, and I'm happy for her about that.
Mm-hmm.
They recapped some of the things. She's working with HBCU students, helping them. And, as far as trying to get into dental school, she hopes to have a nonprofit for the students to help support them. And, they talked a little bit about representation when it comes to the dental field. And then they talked a little bit more about her and this ex, which, he is about present person on this show, because I ain't seen one thing about like the one picture, but we talk about him more than we talk about anybody else.
I seen the picture the other day, not on the show.
But we didn't see it on the show. But
they showed one non-blurred out picture of him at the very, 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 very beginning. At the very beginning, one was her and him. I can think of an engagement picture, and that was the only one that was not blurred out. Anything after that was blurred out.
Yeah, man, fine. I'm sorry.
And he white. And the thing about it, they talked about her, the whole ordeal with her deciding to really basically end the marriage because she didn't want to have the kids and everything. Honestly, I don't want to rehash this here.
We don't, because we tired.
Yeah. But I know the last question that Egypt asked her was, are you still in love with him? And she said, I don't think love is the question. So that means yes. And
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah. And so the other thing that I found interesting is one of the reasons that she cited not wanting to have kids, because she wants her children to be acknowledged from both parents, and she feels like because they're going to be seen as black, that's being dismissive of their other parent, and I want her to get some help for that.
She didn't know he was white when she married him.
She didn't. That's what Egypt asked her. Did you not know he was white when y'all got to know?
Right.
That's exactly what she asked her.
They didn't deem themselves as an interracial couple. The world did, and I was like,
that was dumb as hell. You knew he was white.
What in the world type of BS is that?
And how are you black and you don't see color? Yeah. And you go from Detroit to Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, you go from black to blacker.
You went from black to black. How do you not see color?
Yeah, I have issues with that. I'm just still side-eyeing her. Anyway, she said Gunna Boo helped her to basically get her feet wet and get ready for dating. So I'm guessing he went on and knocked the dust off of it for her.
You know what?
That's what that means. I just need that little touch, and you gone on about your business to Seattle, wherever you from.
Go see Adel and get out of my face. Thank you for that knocking the dust off. I am now ready for business.
Hot and ready, like Little Caesar.
Yes, the sign is on. Like, but
y'all a mess.
That's what she said. She said hot and ready and hot. The sign is on. Thank you very much. And so we want to thank Mr. Seattle Gunna Boo for helping her bridge that gap. Amen and amen.
Amen. Amen.
So, let's move over, Chum. I just want to stop and look at this. Girl, I want to say, what does she look like?
What is going on? I don't know. Wait a minute. Time out. This is a close-up. What is this, miss? What is around her neck?
I feel
that's part of the dress.
This is bothering me right here. It's making me feel
I'm bothered by this. I know she ain't got no titties, but she should have had some tape or something going on. Do you see that?
No. My problem is not that, because if you are really, really endowed, it wouldn't look.
I don't like that though. That don't look right with that.
Right here, look like you being choked. I feel like somebody doing this to me when I look at it. I don't.
She might be into it.
Antoinette and Tambra were best dressed for me. The others were a definite no's.
Girl, we didn't like none of their dresses.
I don't think they looked like they were going. They didn't look like they were going to the same place. But like you said, that always happens first season, and then they start getting like a color thing going. But I liked what Tambra had on. It fit her. I would like to see it standing up, to see what it fully looked like on her. I think Antoinette looked really, really nice in hers, which is it, but it did need its own couch, like he just said. But those two I liked. I didn't say I was in love with them. I liked those, but everybody else, no, it was enough for me. It's gonna be enough
out to me in that color.
Antoinette dress also looked like she's getting ready to do like a piano recital.
Mm-hmm. And flip it out in the back.
I used to wear dresses like that when I played the piano.
Because that was the only way you could get dramatic. You flipped.
Guess what song I had to play?
We do come to expect the washout, look from Tambra, because she kept doing it with her lips all season. So we understand that she's probably going to wear something that makes her look washed out. But she likes that look. I think she likes the monochromatic kind of thing going on. You know what I mean? Almost nudie. I think that's what she's going for.
1990s,
not like that.
You want a pocket?
90s wall. Yeah.
I caught that.
Come on in to the 21st century, boo. It's okay.
I'm not okay.
Hey, we can't knock her and then give Jacob a break. Wait.
And give who a break?
Jacob from Married at First Sight.
Listen, Jacob does it in a way.
With the
Jacob is all about the 80s.
but he fully commits. See, she
That's
just
what I'm saying.
so into the 90s, and then she take it back out, and so
Well, yeah.
it looks real tacky. Like
Yeah.
you, if you're going in for the 90s, then you got to be clueless. You got to be grunge. You got to be all them things. You got to be Yo MTV raps. You got to be,
Mhm.
but you can't just be kind of like just go and touch it like a tangent and keep on moving. That's what she do. She try to be like, mixing it with stuff, and it don't be right. You might as well just wear cross colors, and then we'd be okay with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So listen, we get to Marie, and like I told y'all, we ain't gonna tarry. Marie started talking about this issue with the blogger. She was saying this person's coming for her business and everything. As y'all know, it's been a lot going on. All this stuff having to do just with a lot of junk. And really what I took from this, y'all try to take good notes, and I realized it wasn't worth it.
No, it wasn't.
I agree. I know exactly what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're getting more of the same. You just get a bunch of the same. The thing with Marie, she was talking about the blogger. To Letitia was talking about, I wish people were not using the blogs to try to hurt each other. They were talking about getting, most of them having positive feedbacks for their business. Marie is like, it's been a lot of personal attacks on, her and her business, folks trying to leak false information out, and where she's having to go on tours now to clarify stuff, especially when they talking about her taking out getting this PPP loan from last year, which I'm trying to figure out what they got to do.
Yeah, I don't understand why that's a big deal. I don't think anybody's talking about her though. Marie seems to, and we talked about that. She has a bit of a victim mentality to me. I don't think anybody was trying to destroy her business. Latrice is suspect in the whole blogger situation, but I don't think anybody was out to destroy Marie's business, which was her, the thing that she kept hammering. I just don't believe it happened.
Yeah. Not only that, too, the blogger is like a nobody. Like, basically, what you did was gave him a national platform.
Mm-hmm.
And now everybody's going to, because hell, I went to his page to see what he's talking about. He wasn't talking about nothing. So
I didn't even bother to go.
But that's my thing. You gave this man a voice.
Well, and that's the thing. And I think that's one of those, when you are a novice at reality TV, knowing who and when to go to, or who and where to go to, and then also to not give so much energy to any and everybody. Now, the other thing was, if y'all remember earlier on, there was this same blogger, from what I'm understanding, this same blogger person,
right,
has had several pages that have been taken down to, harassment and things like that, not just of her but other people. So I think this is a I guess new on the scene wannabe blogger. I would say an aspiring blogger more so than an actual blogger that don't know how to really report what they know without it becoming a personal attack. So and then by her saying, she's like, I'm not really familiar with reality TV, like I don't really watch it like that. And everybody was like, well, how come? I can't believe you never watch. I'm like, I know people who never watch reality TV. That's just not their thing. So to go from I never to be on one reality show,
that's really extreme. I would have been trying to watch some Real Housewives or something, so I can feel, especially in a Carlos King show. I would try to watch something.
Yeah, well, that's just like folks that come on Married at First Sight, ain't never seen the show, and then trying to figure out why they. Anyway, that's Wednesday. No, it's not. That's Friday. Okay,
that's Friday, girl.
Oh yeah, let me go. So I think the thing with that, and here's the thing: we have a reunion show. It's 2 parts, and we never did really get to the bottom of anything. That's the other thing that really annoyed me about this whole.
They ran Egypt away.
They ran Egypt away.
Carlos had to come out and put his foot down.
In Tambra, the only thing that we heard was that let's just move on over here, because like I told y'all, we ain't finna be here all day. Let me just show y'all this real quick. Tambra, we again talked to her. The update on Tambra is that she got we have moved from eggs
to embryo.
So everybody was saying, You know, girl, you virtually married. You know, if y'all was together for 16 years, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
Absolutely not married unless you're married. So, there's no virtually married. There's no such thing as that. I'm gonna just tell you. Anybody else agree with that? Yes. Okay.
I agree.
I agree. Ain't no virtual about it, baby.
Girl, that's your husband. No, that's just
No,
somebody you've been with for 16
That's
years.
your special friend.
Is or is you ain't.
That's how it's gonna be on the obituary. Your special
Your
friend.
special friend. Yep. That's your special friend. Thing Tamara wants to be in entertainment. Now, Egypt did say, I want to see your reel because I want to see how bad it was. That's what she said.
I want her late.
I mean, I could have told you it was bad. Hell, it's Tampa.
Yeah, but you know, her thing is she wants to be in entertainment and she feels like she can relate to people. And I think what Tampa got to understand is that she doesn't seem to me, y'all just tell me if I'm wrong about this, but she doesn't seem to me as a person that's willing to make changes
No.
so that she can, you know, be able to be palatable for the industry that she's looking for. Like, she's good at radio because you don't have to see her and see, you know, and all these types of things. But to switch over from, you know, radio to being full-time on
and in entertainment, I mean, for that world, not us saying this, but for that world, has she not aged out of trying to jump into, you know, being like a correspondent? You know what I mean?
Right. And I think
like I watch these award shows now, and I have no idea who these young girls are, you know, hosting these shows, because, you know, it changes every 10, 15 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
I don't think she's adaptive.
That's my thing. She's not willing to change.
Just everything the same way. And you cannot approach everything the same. When you're in a position where you have to be more serious, you cannot walk up to a politician. Oh, hey, how you doing? What you wearing? No, that's not how you do that. Like, you need to be adaptive.
She doesn't take critique well either, because you could tell on her face she was a little,
baby, she was broke,
salty.
Gary
was like, no.
Gary's like, don't show nobody this.
You got to defend it, because her whole thing was, well, he didn't understand why I was going with it. No, he understood exactly what he was going with it. You just don't understand that you can't be the same all the time.
Right.
You got to be willing to make those changes. You know, if they say, you know what, that pink ass lipstick ain't gonna work here in this word, take it out. She ain't gonna be able to hear that because it's what she likes. She does what she wants because she likes to do. And even it was said, you know, with the relationship, it seemed like she was willing to make any type of compromises or you know, concessions, so that, you know, there could be a meeting of the minds, even in her relationship, which is, you know, because she said, well, one of the things she was talking about with the relationship was, well, he wasn't serious about her. She wanted to be married, but when she saw that he wasn't going to be serious when she wanted to be serious, she went on and started focusing on her relationship. And I think she's an all or nothing person. So if it's not her way, then we just going to move on and do stuff somewhere else. And then, you know, then you get left in the dust. So I think that's what ended up happening. Let's move on over here to Bundlegate. And let me tell y'all this.
I'm so sick of this hair.
We 44 minutes in. We're going to be done by 59 minutes with this entire thing.
Can we just move on to Kaylon or whatever she said?
Yeah, because I'm tired of damn hair. I will say this, the girl, Latrice replaced the hair. She didn't ask the girl for no receipt. She just went out to replace the hair because she felt like it was not that deep. And Marie continued to drag it on.
And Michael Scissorhands, honey, did a whole hour and 20 minutes on Instagram about this hair, because she posted some screenshots of text messages between him, her, and Latrice. And I was like, baby, this isn't even it. Nobody cares anymore. Like, we over it.
I gotta stop. I want them to stop with the back and forth, because a lot of this could have been done over coffee. And
right.
You know,
she told her business hours. She gave her the big red. My business hours are from 10 to 5. You can meet me at the shop. We can talk about this and get this together.
Now, let me tell you though. Let me tell you about
It looks horrible. Why did she do this?
Remind you of
Child, who did our makeup?
She looked like
all of them had on way too much highlighter. I don't know what was going on with their highlighter. It was horrible.
Everything about her makeup look is horrible.
She looked like Elvis Presley.
She does. She kind of looks like Lisa Marie there, you know.
Don't do Lisa Marie like that.
That's why I said, I'm like, nah, I ain't saying Lisa Marie. She look like Elvis.
Yeah.
It's bad.
They had just done a segment on her and not brought her on the show.
Right.
But you know, of course, if they're bringing everybody else on, but I have an issue with bringing her on and have her sitting on the seat. They should have just gone and brought Essie on the other side. That's just
right.
If you're gonna bring her,
I think Essie's next week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Essie does come on next week.
Yeah, but bring them all on together.
But you got a whole person that's taking up a whole couch with her dress. So how was that going?
You can just go sit down somewhere, a stool, and tell her, "Hey, can you move over? Okay, thank you. All right, thank you." And just that's what you do. You get real.
You actually sit under the dress. like get the train and just kind of sit under it, and it's all like, oh, you know, like it's a blanket on your feet.
Yes, it's warm in here. That's what you do. But Kaylin really didn't add any more to the story other than she felt personally attacked about something that wasn't a personal matter.
No, I think what Kaylin is going to add, Kaylin is the leak. And I knew that when Marie was talking.
She said as it was going off.
And it was going off. But yeah, earlier when Marie was speaking, I said it was Kaylin.
Yep.
Because she said, who sent you? And she said, I sent me. I was like, oh, okay.
That's why I said Karen is going to Karen. You know, them girls probably had a conversation they shouldn't have had in front of that white girl.
Yep.
However, Kaylin and Karen sound too much alike.
Yeah. This right here, when she was asking her about what personal information do you know about me? Well, I'd rather not say on national television. Well, hell, it's all on the blogs. Why all of a sudden you can't get your tongue now? What's going on? Now, I did appreciate that exchange because it was wonderful. Now, this right here, I wanted to show y'all these little pictures right here because they look like three blind mice sitting right there. Look how they looking at her. Like, girl, shut up. Shut up. You weren't supposed to say that out loud. We was just talking. I'm like, no.
I need to see Latrice stand up too.
I want all of them to just take it off. Just put on some sweats. Just call it that.
Because there's some more sheer between the thigh and the hip that I don't understand.
I don't
understand any of this. Because we got piano dress, we got 80s prom, and then we got
Miss America.
Yeah, yep, right there.
So I don't know what the hell.
Yeah. That's another picture that I got of them here. Look at how their faces look. Oh, see that? See this one? They looking at her, and then they like.
They do have the same. That's funny.
Yeah.
They both was like, "Oh, she spilled the beans."
Like,
she
quiet, girl, shut up. And then this face right here, that one right there told it all. And you can see that. To me, Antoinette had that. Yeah, I kind of put this together. I told her these faces look real guilty to me.
I don't think Antoinette did anything.
I think she did. I think Antoinette.
I think they was talking in front of Kaylin. And because Kaylin felt personally attacked at that brunch, Kaylin decided to put her Kaylin fingers.
Oh.
That's what I think. I think they were just having girlfriends. Because you know how you don't like somebody, you get with your friends to be like, I can't stand that bitch. She da-da-da-da. And word on the street is she did this. And da-da-da-da-da. That's what happened. And Kaylin said, I'm going to go further and be the Karen that I am and go sit down with this blogger.
But then
I can see it.
Even in the tape she was talking, she named Latrice in these conversations that she
said that Latrice sent her.
She said that it was
I got some kind of information or something like that.
Mentioned Latrice a few times. The other thing though that you were talking about this and I was too. This is what I picked up when Latrice started crying, and y'all know I hate when people cry like that. You know, just get some tissue. Okay. I didn't feel like that was a genuine cry. I think that was uh, I gotta own up to some stuff because she's like, I would never hurt anybody. This, and I'm like, I hear it, but I don't feel it. I'm not feeling that because when she and Letitia were going back and forth, and Letitia was like, I told you something in confidence. 3 days later, here it is leaked out on the thing, wherever the thing was. There was a lot going on. So to me, it's like this stuff that was supposed to be TV got really personal in a
Yep,
very ugly way.
I
Um,
agree.
I think that also I think they did have a little bit more of a part, just other than girl talk when it comes to Kaylin. I think that they had one of those. I ain't gonna say I was part of it, but you do what you gotta do. But I ain't.
That's what I think. Yeah.
And I think it's more so that than we just talking in front of this girl. It's more so of a
Rock, hide your hand.
directed directive.
Or
So
they had the conversation in front of her intentionally, knowing that she had some malice
do it.
ready to,
That's
like
what I was
she
about to
was
say.
ready to go. Like she was ready to go tell somebody business on purpose.
Exactly. When you want something to get out and you don't necessarily want to be the one who does it,
Yep.
say it in front of the person
That you know. Yep.
Right. And I think a lot of
your
that
dirty work is done.
right,
Yep.
because you know that you got a good bone toter. So you just make sure you position all the stuff so that you can have the plausible denial.
Denials. Yep.
And so you say that I didn't do it. That's why she kept saying, I'm just telling you I didn't do it.
Right. That's what let me know that she knew something because she was very careful with her words.
Right.
I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, she knows who did it.
She knows who did it, and you're just as guilty. You just an accomplice, baby. So I was over that. I was like, okay, I have no respect for nobody on this. Y'all just forget
over it.
I was done. So next week, y'all, because I'm not going to get into this no more. I feel like we got better things to talk about offline in the afternoon.
Look.
So next week we're going to be seeing some of the other players. So we're going to see the husbands. We're going to see. We saw a little snippet of some information about there being a baby.
It looks like Gwen has a baby.
Yeah.
That I'm thinking that's the confidential information.
I think that's what the whole to do was about. Yeah.
That out.
Yeah.
Because Latrice claims that she found out something and then she went and told her, well, girl, I heard this finna come out. So you might want to make sure it's not real or figure out what's going on before it hit that's what she made it seem.
Yeah. So we'll be seeing the rest of that. So hopefully we'll get some resolution next week. We'll see Essie. We're going to see Essie and Cedric and Cliff and Glenn and I get is old boy coming, you think, Tampa dude?
I doubt it because he didn't seem like he was interested in being in front of the camera anyway.
Yeah, I think she just dragged him in front of the camera just to say, look, y'all, here he is.
Here's my storyline. I'm trying to have a baby and a career.
So we're going to see, okay.
We're going to watch it.
Yeah, okay, we're going to watch it. And
just one more. We got one more in us.
One more show.
We be done before Easter.
Praise God.
I'm actually gonna miss it Friday. I'll probably have to catch it Sunday.
Okay, so y'all, that's what we doing. We're gonna watch the end of that. Hopefully, we don't have another blow up between anybody else, which we already know.
Now you know.
Yeah, it's them. They can't stop talking and doing stuff. So. Like I said, hopefully we're going to see resolution. Maybe we'll see.
Girl, I doubt it, but okay, girl.
Yeah,
it's gonna end on drama. It's gonna end on drama.
Anyway, so we can be done with this. Y'all enjoyed that? Did y'all enjoy the episode? No, okay, that's fine.
No.
The collective faces that are shown at this very moment, we all over it.
I wish you could see
got it
They,
worse.
they lost their steam about what 3 or 4 episodes back.
10, no,
It's
3,
kinda
4
literally
episodes.
dropped
10.
off.
4 episodes in.
10. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Ian. Okay.
Yeah. It was just the same thing over and over again. We ain't gonna keep meeting over here. We ain't gonna do it.
No, we're not.
Either we friends or we not. You know, either we good or we not. Either we're gonna keep talking about this. Cool, everybody. But let me also say this before I get out. I don't like the. Now we know that Marie is caustic. We know that she is the mouthpiece. We know that she ain't quite always respectable and respectful. We know all these things about her, but we also know that sometimes when you are the squeaky wheel, people will keep picking with you just to make you squeak more and bark more.
Mm-hmm.
Do not like the way Latrice keeps throwing these types of names toward her. Like I heard her call her sir. She said, "Let sir answer," and she
I don't know if I caught that.
I caught
caught
it.
that.
I caught that. You know, when they were having the little intervention, they kept calling her a man.
man. They would call her man. And now that I don't tolerate.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
That's
caught that.
disrespectful
It
on
wasn't cool
so
at all.
tuned out. I missed that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what Tambra was telling them. Like you know, you gotta stop doing stuff like that. If you saying that you're gonna move on and you done with it, then move on and be done with it. But at the same time, you can't be throwing these little
Don't treat the person differently. Just
right. Yeah, if you're gonna be in the same room, be cordial, keep on moving. So yeah, accountability on everybody's part. And then Paula Antoinette probably should have just been quiet. Because they was getting ready to rip her a new one too. Like, girl,
Baby, you the quietest one in the room. I'm gonna need you to stay quiet.
Stay quiet, baby.
Just hush.
this ain't the time to come to your friends.
Defense.
Not at all.
Cause she gonna let them run you over with the bus and back it over on you. She is not.
She gonna just pat her eyes like that and cry, and she gonna be done. You gonna be sitting up there looking like little Flat Stanley. So, we're doing that. So anyway, look, we're gonna be done, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me this evening, y'all. We got one more episode left. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna end this season. And we're going to pray about it and see if we're going to come back and review anything else. Probably not. But we're going to finish up. Y'all will see us Wednesday. We'll be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. Friday, we'll be doing Married at First Sight. So be sure to join us on those days. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Y'all got any last words?
nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All minds clear. All hearts clear.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank y'all for joining us. And we'll see y'all next time. Everybody say bye.
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 Bye.